Hey, superachievers! I thought I would take you through the process that I go through during my reflective journaling to demonstrate how helpful it is. As a reminder, the reflective writing process involves a short description of the event or circumstance that you would like to reflect on. And I mean short. Too often we get caught up in that he said, she said, and lose focus on the learning. So just enough of a description to provide context. Then we reflect on what we learned. It can be one or more learning points, more often the latter. And finally, the very important step, how we will translate this learning into future action. Ready to dive in? Here we go. The context. My husband and I were in the grocery store. I won't name which one, but I am very proud to say that I recently did a motivational speech at one of their corporate events. Anyway, weaving our way through the aisles, grabbing items from our list. We had made it to the paper aisle. Tissue, plates, toilet paper, paper towels. I looked down and noticed the toilet paper we normally get was not there. And I said to my husband, "Oh man, they switched it on us." A gentleman, or I'd rather just call him a man because he certainly did not act like a gentleman, started chuckling. So at first I thought he was chuckling along with us because he had experienced the same thing, a store not having the product that you expected. However, as he proceeded to walk near the end of the aisle and go around the corner, his chuckling turned into a roaring laugh, and he loudly said to himself, "It's all the same," in a tone that implied, "You effing idiots." All right, now let's move on to the reflection. Because I've done lots of work on overcoming simply reacting and instead responding to situations through reflective journaling, I have been able to become a third-person observer to my thoughts. So here's the process my thoughts went through. First, the initial human response, because we're all human. Wow, what an a-hole. How dare he judge us? He had no idea what I was talking about. We actually wanted the toilet paper that was a smaller roll and only 2 high in the package instead of 3 high. Otherwise, it wouldn't fit in our closet or on the roll in the bathroom. I need to go explain this to him so he'll realize his mistake and that he's being an arrogant a-hole. All right, so reflecting on my initial response, I don't beat myself up for allowing my thoughts to go down that road because, again, guess what? I'm human. Instead, I'm very proud of myself that I stopped my internal dialogue right there. I quickly ran through a number of scenarios to potentially explain his behavior, which is the typical second response that I have, and then decided that none of them mattered. My learning in this situation is twofold. 1, not to take others' behavior personally, because it has nothing to do with me and everything to do with them and the demons they are fighting. And 2, being judgy is also human and something I need to be aware of when judging others, even when I'm doing it internally and not externally like our fellow shopper. So finally, on to the how am I going to use this learning in the future part. First, I will understand that when I'm feeling judged by another, that I will go through a natural reaction of getting offended, and that I will make sure it is an internal reaction because it's not worth getting into it with another person because they're fighting their own demons. I'll give myself time to work through it mentally and remind myself that their issue has nothing to do with me. Second, the next time I find myself being judgy about someone's characteristics or behavior, I'm going to remind myself how it feels to be judged and remember that, much like that fellow shopper in aisle 20, I don't have all the information to even be in a position to judge. All right, there it is, folks. A description of the event, what I learned, and what I'm going to do about it. This whole process took less than 15 minutes of my day, and now my brain is able to let the situation go. In other words, I won't be mulling over this all day long. And I'm better able to respond the next time this happens rather than react, letting my emotions control me instead of the other way around. Isn't that worth 15 minutes or less of your day?